Behind this idyllic rural setting lies a rich agricultural and industrial heritage. A heritage the people of Upper Nidderdale are determined to conserve for future generations. For the past 4 years, a major project known as the Upper Nidderdale Landscape Partnership, made up of hundreds of volunteers and professionals, has been doing exactly that. Ian Mann is the scheme manager.
The Upper Nidderdale Landscape Partnership brings together a wide range of local organisations, all of whom realised that they could achieve much more if they worked together with a combined vision of what we needed to do in this landscape. So through funding from Heritage Lottery Fund, we've been able to attract a really high level of resources into the Dale to make a big difference. The scheme is really wide-ranging, but it covers two main things. First of all, it's trying to conserve and look after the special qualities of the area, so that's both the natural heritage, the wildlife and habitats, but also the built heritage around us. That's one part of it. But the other part, which is as important, if not more important, is getting people involved in finding out about the area, understanding it and helping to look after it and really actively participate.
When it comes to enhancing and conserving the agricultural and wildlife heritage of the Dale, the group of people whose commitment has been paramount to the success of the project is the local farming community. Tara Challoner is project officer responsible for this area of work.
Well, we've been very lucky with getting the farmers on side here. I've worked with almost every farmer in the Dale. They've been great to work with. They have a great appreciation for wildlife and they're very eager and willing to listen and to be part of the scheme. Stephen
Ramsden is one of the local group of farmers who have been working with the Landscape Partnership to conserve and develop traditional hay meadows.
What you might call traditional meadow, upland meadow, and no artificial fertilisers. I'd just like to think it's got a rich diversity of vegetation.
The project has included farm visits for school children from local towns and cities outside the Dale. Educational outreach programmes like these have been an important element across many areas of the Landscape Partnership scheme. In stark contrast to the lush meadows of the valley bottom is the moorland landscape of the Upper Dale. A flagship project has been the development of wildlife habitats, or scrapes as they are known, essential for ground nesting birds such as curlew, lapwing and snipe. The partnership has also supported a major project to plant new woodland between the valley top and the moorland edge. This is designed to establish a natural wildlife corridor for birds and animals currently native to the Dale. In addition, the scheme will improve water quality and help prevent potential flooding lower down the Dale.
We've created as much edge along the woodland as possible as well. That looks straight, but it's not straight. We've got a very meandered edge to the, that's the fence line. That.
Many of the benefits of these initiatives go unseen by local residents. Nevertheless, they will ensure that the rich natural landscape they currently enjoy will be there for generations to come. Here are just a few key outcomes from the projects aimed at conserving the natural heritage of the Dale. Alongside the natural heritage of the Dale, the Landscape Partnership has been working to restore key sites from the area's rich industrial history.
What we see now is very different to how Nidderdale would have been, particularly in the industrial 19th century, when the mills, the quarrying, the mining, it was a very, very busy time, very noisy. It's not that tranquil, quiet moorland walks that we have now. And we do need to have that understanding and that connection. We've had some fantastic feedback from open days at Wath Mill. This is a mill that stopped milling in the 1930s and has been an estate store, and that's preserved it. That's been fantastic by it basically not being developed. All of the features are still there. People go past that, they walk past it and it's a locked door, what's behind the door? So we've had open days where people have come through that door really astonished at the survival of the milling machinery. The mills of Nidderdale are a really important social history aspect of our heritage.
Typical of the way in which the partnership scheme has been managed is the bringing together of local volunteers and archaeologists to explore important historical sites in the Dale, going as far back as the Iron Age. Mining is perhaps not something many people would associate with Upper Nidderdale today, but in the 19th century there were several mines in the Dale, including Prosperous Lead Mine and Smelt Mill.
At Prosperous, the smelt mill wall, it was in danger of collapse, and it's on the Nidderdale Way, so this is a feature that people walk past all the time, but unless you actually know what those remains are, why would you care about it? By installing interpretation panels, using social media and our website, we really are looking to tell that story, enable people to really begin to understand that heritage, and then hopefully to look after it into the future. So we're sort of doing our bit to enable people to curate that heritage.
As well as the involvement of local people in conserving the heritage of the Dale, much of its lifeblood derives from the thousands of visitors who come to enjoy the landscape each year. The partnership has been involved in projects specifically aimed at improving access and information.
The existing footpath is over there and it follows a steep slope down to some stepping stones, and it's just not usable. It actually falls off a cliff more or less at the end. So we've got two groups, one's from the Nidderdale AONB, volunteers, and we've got some students that are doing a heritage skills course.
Beyond volunteering, and in a bid to retain a thriving local workforce, the partnership has organised heritage and rural skills projects, such as this one-year scheme undertaken by local farmer's son, Ed Snow.
I've learnt a lot coming here, different sort of equipment and that, what you don't use on the farm, and training, a lot of training. After I finished the scheme, I got offered a full-time job here, and I took the chance at the first opportunity I had, really.
Dan Clark's company sponsored Ed's training scheme.
It's a fantastic opportunity, certainly for us as a company, to be able to take on local lads who've got local knowledge, and certainly from Nidderdale, they've got a cracking work ethos. We could cope with more young men coming through if we had the opportunity to do these schemes. We're crying out for more of this.
We've got quite good weather.
Yes.
It's not ideal to be jointing up today, but it would be nice for you guys to tidy it up.
Yeah.
And see
Nice.
what you can achieve.
Yeah.
To help keep rural and heritage skills alive in the Dale, over the past 4 years the partnership has provided a range of training opportunities.
I'm the Upper Nidderdale Landscape Partnerships Discovery and Learning Project Officer. So my role has been to facilitate learning and how people can discover the unique nature of what Upper Nidderdale has to offer. I've run projects in schools to get the children involved in various aspects of ology, and we called that a Niddology club. So thinking about ecology, geology, archaeology, ornithology. The volunteers have been a crucial part of the delivery of the project, there's no doubt about it. But actually to try and say the knowledge that the volunteers have passed on to these families and young people, to actually try and encourage the young people then to become that next volunteer in themselves when they get older, and actually to get involved with it is what we want to see as well. I've run a number of major events. One of them was the Nidderdale and the City Festival, which was based in Leeds at Kirkstall Abbey. And I took lots of different craftspeople and animals and birds to the event in order that the public could actually learn more about what skills and crafts we have present in the Dale, but also to see if they would then want to come and visit us as part of a tourism type link as well, really, with the City of Leeds. The event was really beneficial to teach families and young people about opportunities that are in this rural economy for them to continue to do that could be their potential job for the future.
I think what I'm most proud of across the scheme is how the partnership has come together and how all the different people involved have been so enthusiastic and put so much energy into delivering all the projects. It's meant that all of the projects have succeeded really well.
This was our opportunity to take ourselves to the city, and we thought, well, if we get a few hundred people coming to the event, we'll be doing okay. And we got almost 2,000 people come through the door on the day.
We've developed voluntary work, and there's all sorts of legacies from the back of this project, which it's super to see.
It's involved young people, older people, residents, the entire population, and it's been incredibly important for the future of the Dale.